comes a time when we heed a certain call,
when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, oh yeah.
Oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We can't go on pretending day by day
that someone somehow will soon make a change.
We are all a part of God's crazy family.
And the truth, you know, love is all we need.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
We'll send them your heart so they know that someone cares.
And their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stones to bread. As a way on must lend a helping hand.
We are the world. We are the children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out and it seems to hope at all,
But if you just believe, there's no way we can fall.
when I realize that a change can only come when we
Stand together as one. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making.
We make all choices.
We're saving our
We're saving
own
lives, baby.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. We are the world.
Uncle Fleur.
We are the children.
We are the children.
Doesn't matter what you look like if you're gay or straight. Doesn't matter if you have one leg.
There's a choice we're making. Yeah, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
We are the world. That's you. Is me. We're the world, cause we are you and me. We are the world. We are the children.
We're not gonna give any money. We gave our time, but we want you to give some money.
We make a brighter day, so I can open up your mind. You're a boy, I'm a girl. Different colors, different borders. Epcot Center, land of tomorrow.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me.
We are the world. We are the world is you and me. But as the saying goes, you are what you eat, but we can't eat the world, cause the world's not made to beat the ground. It's not for filet mignon and chop meat do not grow on trees. I've never seen such a scene, it's obscene for me to see. People starving cause problem is he's too lazy to make a planet that is made entirely of beef. A world that toddlers could go on it with their baby teeth. And Lady Gaga got this started. She made that meat dress, but she can't make a planet of beef all by herself. It's too big. If I could, I'd rip my heart out of my chest, chew it up and spit it at the starving kids.
I'm digging your beard, Santa, I'm digging your tongues. It's fat like my rhymes, right? Pums, yo, I'm no dum-dum. I comes for Christmas, just like my dick. Comes the pissness, here comes the dismiss. Fuck Glenn Beck, he's got fat tits like Richard Speck.
Let's talk about the tip of Rudolph's dick. It lights the way to his girlfriend's tits. Let's kill the hate like Sharon Tate. I bewitch a bitch like Larry Tate. Obama got elected in 2008. He's the Santa Claus of the United States. And
I celebrate all the days. I celebrate Easter. I celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate opening day to spring training. You got it. Florida, Arizona. Yes.
there's
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. I'm nailing it, but it seems high. You can pitch it down, right?
We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. They're so small. We are the one.
little tiny baby children.
Everybody knows it's you and me, and it's me, and it's you. And it's also us. And also them.
I am you, you are me, motherfucker.
Just you and me.
Are we the world? I just don't know anymore. But that's my life.
What's up, Christmas guys? And what's up, cool Christmas chicks? This is the sexy son of the saxophone, Barrier, with a special Christmas groove just for you. About three wise guys that walked across the desert to find a special little baby. Smooth little baby, Jesus. You were conceived using Christmas magic. Three followed a star. They saw from afar all the way to Baby J, the manger superstar. We're celebrating Jesus Christ. That's what Xmas time is for. Three wise men bearing gifts, gold, frankincense, and more. I should've known better than to wear these sandals. Ow! Shit! These fucking sandals. Really hungry after this. I might eat this donkey. Yeah. I'm hungry for some donkey meat. I'm here to witness a fucking miracle. What a successful birthing procedure. Baby Jesus was delivered by an obstetrician from Nazareth. A healthy baby boy. He's playing with his toys. He turned water into milk and floated up into space. We're celebrating Baby J. That's what Christmas time is for. We're comparing Xmas gifts, gold, frankincense, and more. I should've known better than to not come here. Oh wait, I did. I ended up coming here with my homeboy Wise Willie and my other homeboy Wise Dave. Yeah, yeah. My homeboy Willie, so smart, and my other man Dave is cool. Don't fuck around with my homeboys, especially on Christmas. It's a special holiday that I gotta say. What a special kid. He just moonwalked on water and made some blind dude's eyes work. There's angels all around. They're fucking going to town. Joseph is like, which one of you dicks put a baby inside my wife? Which
you dance. Put a baby inside my virgin bride. I don't even get to hit the chin. All of a sudden you angels are the daddies of my little baby. It doesn't make no sense. Woo, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, I'm gonna go eat some unleavened bread.
How Hitler Saved Christmas. An offensive holiday tale written and told by Mike Kaplan, a Jew kind of mostly. In the city of Jewville, in the month of December, the Jews were as happy as they could remember. They spun dreidels, spoke Hebrew, and read from their Torahs. They ate latkes and Chinese food and lit their menorahs. They told tales that, if detailed, would soon start to bore us. But up on a mountain just outside the city lived a man who looked down without one drop of pity. Bah humbug, said Hitler. Those Jew gifts they're carrying are ruining Christmas for all people Aryan. So soon after nightfall, he silently crept into every Jew house where every Jew slept. He tortured them, killed them, and put them in ovens, with his heart full of Christmas time givin' and lovin'. After Jewville, he moved on to Kalamazoo, and everywhere else that Jews Jew what they Jew, until no Jew was left, not even a few. Not even Cindy Lou Jew, boo-hoo. But then, with a puff of smoke, Jesus appeared. Weird, and he said as he stroked on his beard, Hitler, I think you've made some kind of error. Christmas is about love, but you've made it about terror. Hitler thought for a moment, and then with careful diction said, spoken like someone who isn't a Christian, now it's time for the second coming of your crucifixion. And then, with that action, the last Jew deceased, Hitler was happy, the world at peace. And you could hear him say, as he flew off in the night, Merry Christmas to all, thanks to all the dead kikes. Merry everything.
If you're ever wondering if I'm wondering how you are, I'm not. If you're wondering why you never got a Christmas card from me, I forgot. If you're wondering how much I hate your year-end letter, a lot. I read the monotonous rambling piece of dribble you sent this year, and the reason we haven't talked in the last 12 months is clear. But how wonderful to know your cat is finally eating solid food again. Fancy feast indeed. How adorable, he wandered down the block and found a little kitty friend. Her name is Patches. Thank God Jody finally got her braces off. Wow, what a pain. You know how teenagers are. And to know that Doug likes math brings an excitement I can't contain. I could go off on a tangent. Get it? You're right, your family's better than mine, and you seem to make a lot more money. You put your long-winded bragging in a Christmas design, and the puns you use are so funny. You tell me everything in your year-end letter, pour your heart out in your year-end letter, but you're boring in your year-end letter this year. You're just as boring as last year. I'm relieved to know your timeshare condo in Hawaii is free of mold. Aloha fungi. And I'm filled with awe to learn your azaleas grew even in the cold. Mother Nature, you so crazy. A form letter is the perfect place to announce your divorce. Sorry Charlie left you. Do I want a clear description of your passing kidney stones? Well, of course. I'm gonna go throw up now. You're right, your family's better than mine. You could never emphasize that too much. You wrap up so much wisdom in a Christmas design, and that quote from Gandhi was a nice touch. You tell me everything in your year-end letter, spill your guts out in your year-end letter, but you're boring in your year-end letter this year. You're just as boring as last year. So if you're ever wondering why our friendship isn't better, just reread your letter.
Humbug, no that's too strong, cause it's my favorite holiday, but all this year has been a busy blur. Don't think I have the energy to add to my already mad rush, just cause 'tis the season. The perfect gift for me would be completions and connections left from last year. Ski shop encounter, most interesting, had her number but never the time. Most of 81 pass along those lines, so deck the halls, trim those trees, raise up cups of Christmas cheer. I just need to catch my breath. Christmas by myself this year. Calendar picture, frozen landscape, chilled this room for 24 days. Evergreens, sparkling snow, get this winter over with. Flashback to springtime, saw her again. Would have been good to go for lunch. Couldn't agree when we both were free. We tried, we said we'd keep in touch. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Hardly dashing through the snow, cause I bundled up too tight. Last minute, have to do's, a few cards, a few calls. Cause it's RSVP, no thanks, no party lights. It's Christmas Eve, gonna relax, turn down all of my invites. Last fall I had a night to myself, called some girl, Halloween party. Waited all night for her to show, this time her car wouldn't go. Forgot it's cold, it's getting late, trudge on home to celebrate. In a quiet way, unwind, doing Christmas right this time. A&P has provided me with the world's smallest turkey. Already in the oven, nice and hot. Oh damn, guess what I forgot? So on with the boots, back out in the snow to the only all-night grocery. When what to my wondering I should appear, and the line is that girl I've been chasing all year. I'm spending this one alone, she said. Need a break, this year's been crazy. I said me too, but why are you? You mean you forgot cranberries too? Then suddenly we laughed and laughed, caught on to what was happening. That Christmas magic's brought this tale to a very happy ending. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Couldn't miss this one this year. This is Doug Benson saying Merry Christmas, everybody. And as always, Santa Claus is a shithead.
Yo, yo, yo. Or should I say, ho, ho, ho? Don't answer that. I already know the answer. You're damn right I should be talking like Santa Claus, because it's Christmas time up in this planet. What's up, everybody? It's me, the rapper and actor, Ice-T. Speaking of the planet like I was 2 seconds ago, did you know we share the planet with all of God's creatures? That's a fact. And get a load of this. There's a bunch of damn dogs in shelters that need adoption. And Christmas time is hard for shelter dogs. They hear all that Christmas time cheer going on all around them. You know how people like to celebrate at dog shelters.
And these dogs don't know why everybody's so happy. They're like, yo, I live in filth or whatever, and I eat dirt for breakfast. Everybody stop singing those songs and love me. And let me tell you something. When Ice-T starts imagining scenarios like that, it ain't long before Ice-T springs into action. Y'all know that movie, 101 Dalmatians? It's about a bunch of dogs in danger that end up getting rescued. After I watched that movie, I turned to my wife, Coco, and I said, 101 ain't enough, Coco. Dogs in real life need to be rescued, and it's up to me and you. Now, when I say you, I mean you, the person listening to this. I wasn't saying that part to Coco in the past. The part I said to Coco in the story was the part about 101 not being enough, then up to and including the part about real-life dogs needing to be rescued. Then I shifted into the present day, and I was saying to you, the person listening to this now in the present, that you and I together can rescue some dogs. I'm assuming that all that made sense and that my thought process about this will be edited out of the commercial. Here's how you can help out some dogs and also bring the love of an animal into your home. Hold up, scratch that. Here's how you can bring the love of a bunch of animals into your home. It's called the 365 Dalmatians Project. Here's how it works. I've rescued a few thousand dogs from shelters here in California, and right now, they're chilling in my backyard, making so much noise I'm about to check into an insane asylum. And if you sign up for the 365 Dalmatians Project, I will send you a dog a day for 1 year. And I realize now that the name is a little misleading. Don't worry, I am not going to send you 365 Dalmatians. That part isn't literal. But the part about a dog a day, that part is literal. I'm going to send you a different dog every day. They'll all be different breeds, and full disclosure, most of them are mutts. Maybe you'll get doubles of a certain kind of dog, but there's going to be enough variety that you won't feel like you're not getting different enough dogs. All you gotta do is be at home every day to receive these dogs, take them to the vet, get them shots, buy all the dog dishes and squeaky toys and whatnot, and love these dogs with all your heart. Now maybe you're saying, Ice-T, this is wildly impractical. Well, guess what? You are absolutely right. I cannot believe how impractical this is. It's weird, you know, I haven't actually talked this out with anyone until now. What is wrong with me? Nobody can take care of 365 dogs, much less be home every single day for a year. Even if you got an awesome support system in your life, a lot of friends and family, and they'll do anything for you, this ain't gonna work. And let me tell you, anybody who helps you out after you explain all this to them, that person is not your friend. They are enabling your mental illness when they should be encouraging you to seek professional help. Okay, well, way to go, Ice-T. Now you got some kind of dog convention in your backyard, and Coco's gonna be home any minute. At least I didn't put my name on this project. I just made a commercial for it. Oh, shit, the commercial. Okay, I am now talking to the editor of this commercial. Please edit out all the stuff about me sending dogs to people every day for a year. And if the editor of this commercial is the person whose car I blocked in with my Bentley in the parking lot of this recording studio, I hope you are not going to hold a grudge against me and let this commercial be released unedited. Come on, I didn't see you in that car. I mean, obviously I saw you in there since I just said that, and I clearly pretended that I didn't, but you had plenty of room to squeeze out through the passenger side window, so I feel like I'm in the clear on this one. And maybe you actually owe me an apology for making me feel bad. So that's that. And to everybody I haven't trapped in a car, Merry Christmas from me, Coco, and a million dogs that won't shut up, ever. Peace.
Wide awake at midnight, a cold Christmas Eve, wondering what old Santa left me under that tree. I tiptoe down the staircase, and what do I see? Mommy kissing Santa Claus, that's alright with me. Rustle on the rooftop, what could it be? What was going on up there, you'll never believe. him make out party under Christmas starlight. Daddy's kissing Blitzen and my mommy don't mind. Mom and Dad have an understanding at Christmas time. After 20 years of marriage, things can get stale. On Christmas Eve they play the field so love can prevail. Stroking Blitzen's antlers, tugging his tail. Just a few more minutes for that sleigh will set sail. Daddy's kissing Blitzen on the rooftop tonight. Reindeer make out party under Christmas starlight. Daddy's kissing Blitzen and he don't care who knows. If things get any hotter, then they'll melt all the snow. That Santa kissing mommy ain't my daddy in disguise. And Blitzen sure ain't my mama. But it's alright, 'cause they're all smiling. And that's the best Christmas gift this boy could get. Daddy's kissing Blitzen on the rooftop tonight. Reindeer make out party under Christmas starlight. Daddy's kissing Blitzen and you know what that means. Blitzen's hoof is down the front of Daddy's blue jeans. Blitzen's hoof is down the front of Daddy's blue jeans. Blitzen's hoof is down the front of Daddy's new jeans.
Hi, this is Rob Huebel, and I'd like to wish you and your loved ones a happy holidays by singing this Christmas classic. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Oh my God. Oh my God, my singing has attracted real dogs. Oh no. Oh, get off me. Get off me. Merry Christmas.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for the boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle. What a beautiful sight. Jump in bed, hey, cover your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, yep, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, a bum, Santa Claus, a bum, oh, Saint Nick. Hey, look at this guy, he's bringing lots of toys. Everybody gets a goodie, especially little girls and boys. Santa Claus comes tonight.
So this is half Christmas, my favorite day. Unlimited presents with no baby J. My birthday's near Christmas, my parents are rich. I can't wait all 12 months, they'd know how I bitch. So happy half Christmas to me and to me. Let's get me some more stuff, more for me.
Half Christmas is the date in June, halfway between real Christmases, when wealthy parents whose kids have birthdays near Christmas give them presents, because otherwise their kid would only get presents around Christmas time. This way, they don't have to wait a whole year to give their child more stuff. But the best thing of all is you got no Jesus or Beatles or church services of any kind. It's completely secular. You don't even have to get cake. So it's better than Christmas in some ways, but the sad thing is, children in poor communities have never even heard of it. But maybe if everyone sings this song, the poor people in their shitty huts will hear it and tell their children about the joys of half Christmas.
In June is half Christmas, so tell all the world how some kids get presents, rich boys and rich girls. So happy half Christmas to me and to me. Let's get me some more stuff, more for me.
It's Halloween. E.T., please phone home.
Yeah!
The leaves coming down, I'm certain it's fall. In this suburb town, E.T., please phone home. My mom's a cat lady, and E.T.'s a ghost. She took a flash picture. E.T., please phone home. Your finger is my friend. I don't want our friendship to end. How I wish you could stay right here, but you'll be dead by Christmas this year. Pretty costumes a ploy, so no one will see. Gertie acts as decoy. Please phone home, E.T. Yeah! They're singing trick or treat. They're singing smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. E.T., please phone home. We soar through the night on my flying bike, 'cause it's Halloween night. Please, 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 please phone home. E.T., phone home. You're gonna be a dead alien if that dude from the government cuts you open. Then we'll never be friends, 'cause you'll be dead and I'm not friends with dead aliens.
Happy holiday, Johnny, oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! I can't. Oh my God! I tried. I came in too hard. I can't breathe. Oh my God! Sir! Sir, help me, please! Oh my God! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Oh my God! Oh my God! My God! Oh yeah! My God! I can't breathe! Oh my God! I tried. I came in. Oh my God! Oh my God! I did it again! I think I went to the bathroom. Oh my God! I went to the bathroom.
The following is a holiday public service announcement from the ruler of hell.
Hi, folks. This is Satan, just wishing you all a safe and happy holiday season. It's great to laugh and have fun with your friends this time of year. Heck, down here in hell, things are up for grabs. But if you've had too much to drink, then stay off the road, asshole. If you get behind that wheel, I'll rip your spine out. You'll burn for eternity. Stay alive. Don't drink and drive. 666. I'm the beast.
Cigarettes and penthouse pets, a private jet, a red Corvette, a flaming sword and leaderboard. The color black, a fanny pack, a horse for polo. Just give me a guitar solo. Rock those silver bells. Are you ready for my fat man to slide down your chimney? All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock all
now, baby.
Hi, everybody. This is Huell Howser, and boy, oh boy, listen to this. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Gosh, peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful, all ye nations rise. Join the triumph of the skies. Oh my gosh. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. That is truly amazing. Here they're singing again, folks. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the same song, but there's a whole bunch of words that are different, but they're the same song. And it just keeps going. Join the triumph of the skies. They're just saying it again. My gosh, I feel lucky. You mean Christ is born right here in Bethlehem, California? Well, I hope we bring him a nice gift or something like a blue bubblegum cigar. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Who's that? Peace on earth and mercy mild. It's me, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful, all ye nations, rise up, joining the triumph of my skies as I fly, with demonic hosts proclaim, Huell Howser is born in Bethlehem, California. Hark! The Antichrist is announced! 666! Kia! Kia! Truly an amazing part of California's gold.
Fellow stand-up comic called me the other day. I saw his number and I said, oh damn. But old Dirty Freddy's helped me out in a pinch before. So under my breath I softly swore. I answered the phone and I said, hey, what's up, man? He needed out of a headlining spot at a Christmas weekend show. Could I cover for him? He'd be much obliged. I said, okay, I need the money, you know. And what's the club like? He said, oh, buddy, you'll be surprised. Flying coach again with a head full of dick jokes and dreams. Being a headliner ain't easy as it seems. Fighting my way on up like the salmons against the streams. Yeah. Well, I'm touching down in Fairbanks, Washington. Nothing but a change of clothes and a couple CDs. Christmas weekend is rainy and cold. Loneliness spreading through my heart like a disease. 49 years old with 2 ex-wives and 3 kids and a half. That line always gets a laugh on the stage. It's wearing me down, going town to town to town to town. They say that I kill, but I'm just a tiger in a cage. Holiday Road, checking into the Super 8 so I can get high. Holiday Road, I'll be eating alone in the Chili's when I die. It was living the dream, but now it feels like living the lie. Holiday Road coming. But as I'm shaving an hour before the show, I realize I'm lucky I do what I do. I'm my own boss. So I guess you could say, hey, my dream came true. People work their shitty jobs and all they want to do is laugh and forget they're feeling blue. Come to think of it, thank God for me. I'll make people feel brand new tonight. Yeah. I get to the club and all the lights are off. And there's chains on the door. And I realize I've never heard of a club being open on Christmas before. 'Cause all a prank by that rotten prick, Dirty Fred. And it hurts me to the core. But I gotta look on the bright side and realize there are things to life. Son of a bitch! God damn you, Dirty Fred! Damn you to hell! I'll kill you! You people make me sick! Joke on your nachos! 3 shows on a Saturday? Die! Talk during my set? I'll kill your children! Set them on fire! Dirty Fred is dead! He's a dead man! I'm so tired! I'm so tired! I can't do morning radio! I can't do it ever again! Oh.
Sucking a dick, 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 sucking, 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 sucking a dick, sucking, 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 sucking a dick, 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 sucking, 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 sucking a dick, sucking, 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 sucking a dick, 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 sucking a dick.
Ich liebe die Dick.
I want a bicycle. I want a
Christopher Rock. Give him a mic and boy will he talk.
Pointing out differences between everyone. Buckle up, boy, the show's begun.
Christopher Rock.
Envelopes pushed and white people shocked.
Bigger and blacker and never scared. In the frosty air, watched you stand up, the camera's panned up.
I saw your smiling face.
Beverly Hills Cop, you played a bellhop.
And I was laughing all over the place.
Cracking up, giggling, busting a gut. Thought I would never stop. Laughing. Thanks to Christopher Rock. Christopher Rock.
Mom saw your show, goodbye HBO.
She says the N-word is kind of a swear. In the frosty air.
What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away.
Chris Rock, that is.
Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding into one horse
With Chris Rock!
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle to the jingling beat.
If OJ drove a bus, he wouldn't even be OJ, he'd be Orenthal, the bus driving murderer.
That's the Christopher, that's the Christopher, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
And now, a beautiful poem by proud, prolific poetess Maya Angelou.
Upon to my holiday table, a child awakes. He does not know December. He listens to the screams of the kettle, percolating bitter chamomile. Where is my Afghan, made of Angora, rattan, and lies? Crackle, spackle, ding-dong tackle, say the leaves. You say that you enjoy Christmas bells, but have you heard the screams of your elders? From Birmingham to Botswana, from Chinquapin to Chin Chin, from W.E.B. Dubois to Jeanette Dubois, from Justin to Kelly. Silent night, deadly night, Christmas evil, Richie Rich's Christmas wish, Jack Frost. Across the plains, against the tides, upon the savannah, Savannah smiles. It is holiday. Good morning.
Just like the
Hey parents, this is Nick Thune, comedian. Listen, I need you to cover up your kids' ears for a second because we got something we want to share with you. And by we, I mean me. Are their ears covered? Don't lie to me. Okay, now listen. We got a tough time of year coming up ahead of us, and you've been hiding something for a real long time. So we're gonna do you a favor, and again, I mean me, and we're gonna tell your kids the truth. So take their headphones off, or put them back on. We don't know your kid's headphone situation right now. So sit them down because they're about to hear the truth. That's right, it's gonna be a truth bomb. So get ready, take your clothes off. I'm just kidding, don't take your clothes off. This is not Simon Says. Now relax and let me do all the work. Hello, little one, sit down. I got something I need to say. You're not gonna want to hear this. It's something I think you should hear on this bright Christmas Day. You remember your old pal Santa delivering presents while you're nestled in bed. Well, he died last night. Just kidding, he never existed. Don't cry, little Junior. Lift those spirits high. You're still getting presents today. They've been buying them for years and then hiding them. So humble, giving credit to the man with the toys. Every kid's parents buys them. You're not alone. For all the girls and boys. All the girls and boys. Remember when you didn't like that sweater? The sweater sucked. And they totally blamed it on him. Well, your parents are liars. Just kidding. They probably only lied about this. And you're probably not adopted. And they sent that dog to a farm. And you're still getting presents today. Wow, that was a lot. Don't be too overwhelmed though, kids. Just take your time, let it soak in, and open presents. Now come back in Easter time and I'll let you know there's no Easter bunny. But not yet.
Hello, my name is Bob Ducca, and I have a special holiday message for you. Many of us have fond memories of the holidays. Christmas caroling, gifts, Yule logs, luminarias, and stockings overstuffed with mashed potatoes and universal remotes. But for some, holidays can be a lonely time, a sad time, a miserable time, a long, endless stretch of time staring at ceilings and composing suicide notes. However illegible they might be, their sincerity cannot be disputed. This holiday season, I encourage you, do not kill yourself. In fact, if you're having thoughts of suicide, give someone close to you a call. You can even give me a call. In fact, you could call me even if you're not depressed at all. You could call me if you just have a few extra seconds and feel like it might unburden your soul to share the soothing balm of friendship and companionship with somebody less fortunate than you. Somebody who lives in a shed and has to fight for scraps from a raccoon named Dusty. I can be reached at the payphone outside of the L&M liquor store in Castaic, California. If Dirty Ahmed answers, just tell him you're looking for Ducca, the man with the braces. I keep regular hours at the liquor store from 6:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. You see, I pride myself on never passing up a randomly ringing public phone, because you never know who might be on the other end. My desire to pick up these ringing phones has led to many memorable experiences, including international espionage, very low-scale kidnapping plots, and being on the receiving end of a filth-laden methamphetamine rant. Experiences that I cherish greatly to this day, because I consider each and every one of those criminals to be my friend. And speaking of friends, please give a special holiday thought to my dear friend and storage shed roommate, Dennis, who still smells like a wet parka and doesn't respond when I poke him with a stick. This has been Bob Ducca wishing you and yours the very happiest of holiday seasons, as well as Kwanzaa, your greater Jewish holiday celebrations, and pagan winter solstice celebrations. I bid you now not goodbye, I hope, should my medication hold out, but rather until next time. And by that I mean any time you want me to hang out with you.
Skippity-doodle, ding-dong-day, work, work, work till Christmas Day. Flippity-doo-dah, ring-a-ding-doo, work, work, work till the work is through.
Lug those barrels, tote those crates, get a move on, we got toys to make. Pound that hammer, tighten that screw, we got orders to fill. Hop to it, crew.
Mr. Bossman, sir, we've run some tests and found in the princess jewelry sets toxic levels of lead. Just look.
Never mind that, get back to work.
Mr. Bossman, sir, a doohickey broke. The workroom's filling up with thick black smoke. An explosive blast. 14 were killed, and 10 are trapped in the rubble still.
Nothing to see here, move along. Get back to work and sing that song. Now! Sing it!
The factory waste is seeping into the ground. The snowbank is bubbling murky brown. The trees have withered. The reindeer are sick.
Get back to work or you'll taste my whip!
Ho, ho, ho! I'm back from Tahiti, and I've got goodies. And wait till you... What in the world happened to the workshop?
Oh, I can explain,
I tried
Santa.
to tell him
You see,
it was...
shut up!
Don't you hit him. What do you think you're doing?
All right, I'm sorry. Look, Santa, we've been operating under an outdated business model. You
Mr.
see, I have
Bossman
studied
ignored all
the
of our
major
safety
corporations
regulations.
Who's
all
this
across
Mr.
the globe,
Bossman?
And they are very
He
successful
told us we
under
need
a
to call him
completely
that.
different way.
Pinky,
Yes, sir.
you made them call you Mr. Bossman?
Well, you have to get respect from the workers in order to
I
get the
don't
productivity
see how
up to
that-
par.
He doubled our
Well,
working
they were
hours.
slacking like
He
crazy.
eliminated
What?
the lunch break.
Wait a minute. Where's Doodles? I left Doodles in charge.
Santa Doodles is a little funny, if you know what I mean.
Why, yes, he's hilarious. That's why I
That's
love
not
him.
what I'm talking about. He was queer.
Well, half the elves here are queer.
We don't
Wait a
need
minute.
those kind of elves.
Half the elves are missing.
Listen,
Where is everybody?
We need
Where's
to have
Pinky? Where's
rounded
Pinky?
up.
patriotic,
And wait,
productive
how come I don't see any of the
citizens
darker
and a
skinned
wholesome
elves
life.
here? Where's Bongo and Bungo and Bingo?
They were shot execution style.
He's making it sound a lot worse than it was.
It was horrible.
Pinky, you murdered all those elves?
I didn't do it. They did it.
He made it.
There are hundreds of you. Why didn't you just say no or stop him?
Well, I don't like queers.
There was a foreign element.
I
in
thought
the
We had to do a little
reaction.
house cleaning.
experiment was a failure.
Oh, shame on you. Shame on you all. For hundreds of years, we've spread the message of peace on earth, goodwill toward men. And every single year, people have failed to listen. They've continued to behave like barbarians. But I always had hope. I had hope, for I knew that you, the happy elves, you showed me how it was possible to live together in harmony, working together for the good of all.
Sir, with all due respect, you're beginning to sound like a pinko.
Don't you get it? It's not about business models and profits. It's about life. Life and living together as one. Don't you? Oh, to hell with it. Christmas is cancelled.
Santa, no!
Well, I guess that's that. Now get back to work.
Skippity doodle, ding dong day. Work, work, work till Christmas Day. Flippity doo now, ring a ding doo. Work, work, work till the work is through.
Hola,
Yo soy el Chupacabra, the God-sucker, cucurrico, cucurrico, and I am calling you over the internet and radio waves to wish you a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad! That means Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad! And also other words that I don't know this song. It's okay because I'm a radio personality! Baby, are you excited for Christmas?
Sí, me encanta Christmas.
Oh, you love Christmas? Why?
Because I get lots of presents.
Like what, baby?
Baby sunglasses.
Oh, those are great for you.
Yeah, they're very fitting because I'm a baby.
That's right. If you got regular size sunglasses, that would be awkward.
Yes, because they would not fit on my tiny baby head.
Baby, your head is so soft like a tomato, I could crush it and make a salsa out of it.
Don't do that. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
Okay, baby, I won't, because it's Christmas. I love you, and I love you. Internet and radio and DVDs and CDs and also Walkman. I love you, and I love you. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and Happy New Year, you stupid Jews.
You know, I've got some questions myself, Quincy.
What kind of questions you got there, Rory?
Well, do they have mistletoe on Mars, or sleigh bells on Saturn, maybe even snowmen? Do they roast chestnuts on Uranus?
Oh, well, hold on. Now, you've been drinking.
I've had a few Tom Collinses.
See, that's what I thought.
Well, let's sing a song, huh?
Up in my room
on Christmas Eve,
I heard a sound
coming from down by the tree.
I ran to the window,
and what did I see?
It was a UFO
looking right back at me. I said, hey, mister, I've got a question for you. So look at my face. Is there Christmas out in space?
Do they have Hanukkah
on Jupiter?
Do they have Kwanzaa in the black hole? I want to know for the human race.
Is there Christmas out in space?
So tell me, Rory, did that alien answer your question?
He sure did, Quincy. He looked me dead in the eye and he said, does Santa fly past the moon in a big red balloon? Do they send Christmas cards beyond all the stars? Do they eat Christmas meat with their hands or their feet? Do the alien kids unwrap all their gifts? Do they lick candy canes in their crazy jet planes? Is Christmas really lame? Are the elves all the same? Are there Scientologists out there? Hey, aliens. I got something real special I want to say to you guys tonight, because I know you're out there, and I know you're listening. Merry Christmas. You guys deserve it, because you're people too, even though you're quite the opposite. Hey, do you guys got Mexicans up there? Hell, we got a lot of them down here.
Do they have Hanukkah
on Jupiter?
Do they have Kwanzaa in the black hole? See, I wanna know for the human race. Do they have
Christmas in space?
Oh wow, did the alien come in and spend Christmas with you?
Actually, no, Quincy. That alien raped and murdered my entire family.
Well, that sure is a great song.
Yeah. Well, that's Christmas for you.
Hi, I'm Bill S. Preston, Esquire.
And I'm Ted Theodore Logan. And together we are Wild Stallions!
You may remember us from our two most excellent movies, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey.
But what you may not know is that every year at Christmas, we get together and sing a song that celebrates pop culture from the previous year.
And this is the first time we remembered to record it. Bogus.
So let's start. Music dudes, kick it.
It's the most excellent time for a beer. With Mel Gibson yelling the N-word and telling you Jews are to fear. It's the most excellent time for a beer. Hey, I have a question. What hits women should stay off the road and is easily replaced by a Nissan?
I don't know, dude.
Mel Gibson in The Hangover 2.
Whoa! Hey, I got one for you. What's the difference between a tea party and a Charlie Sheen party?
Dude, just like that one-legged girl on Survivor, I'm stumped.
One has blow and the other blows.
Wait, which is which?
I don't know, dude.
Politics! Dude, I heard Simon Cowell left American Idol.
The last time someone English pulled out that quick was when Russell Brand subbed with Katy Perry.
Yeah, he came on her big boobs, Ted.
Excellent.
It's the Jersey-ish shore of them all. With Situation, six-packing, Angelina, scent-packing, t-shirt time for all. It's the snookiest season of all. Hey, what's 4 feet tall and smells like sperm?
What, dude?
Snooki's poo.
Whoa! Hey, I have a question. What has 36 legs and is... Wait! Shut up!
Yeah, shut up, dudes!
This is our joke riffs!
Yeah, we're joking over here.
All
Stop
right.
your singing, dude!
Yeah, we don't need... Alright, anyway, what has 36 legs, is trapped for a long time, and finally freed?
What, dude?
The opening night audience of The Prince of Persia!
Oh!
It's the
gleekiest show on TV. Sue Sylvester is slushing and the kids go up.
Bill, actually, I have a confession to make. I have never, nor will I ever see this show.
Yeah, it totally sucks.
Oh.
It's the most excellent time. It's the most excellent time for a beer.
Wow, I can't believe we covered all of pop culture in this one song.
High five.
yeah. Fire! Yeah.
Dumbass. High five.
My wife.
Where's all my snow sisters, all my North Pole sisters?
Hey, Christmas, oh, Christmas, go, Christmas, oh, Christmas.
Hey, Christmas, oh, Christmas, go, Christmas, oh, Christmas.
You met Marmalade down in old New Orleans, delivering presents Christmas Eve. She said, say, Nick, come quick, let me get a tug on that dick.
Oh, Lord.
Christmas, Christmas, yeah.
coucher avec moi? C'est soir. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Yeah, 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 yeah.
He sat in her boudoir while she freshened up.
Rudolph was watching, I don't know why.
Oh, his black satin bag full of gifts and treats, yeah. Christmas, Christmas, yeah, yeah, da, da. Christmas, Christmas, yeah, yeah, yeah. Starbucks eggnog latte, yeah, yeah. Christmas lady marmalade. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? C'est soir. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Oh, my sisters, yeah.
Now Christmas Eve, I'm a busy dude, but most nights I ain't got shit to do. So I sent it on over to the Moulin Rouge, met the mama lady in my mind she blew. Black satin sheets on her bed, on her head, wig, red. I'm obsessed, I'm not myself. I feel her touch and I smell her smells. I hear her voice singing jingle bells. I think about her when I'm with the elves. I think about her when I whip the elves. If I catch those pricks stealing shit to sell. Last night they tried to take a reindeer. I hate the North Pole, why do I stay here?
Oh my God, what are you saying here?
Oh, Mrs. Claus, wait, I can explain, dear.
Marmalade, Christmas lady, marmalade, marmalade. Hey, 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 hey. Touch of the skin, feeling silky smooth. Flavors of peppermint, tangerine, and ginger.
Made Santa's beast inside roar until they cry. Now he's at the North Pole doing 9 to 5.
Sleeping with Mrs. Claus, his wife.
But when he leaves all the elves, he starts to doubt himself. Christmas, Christmas, yeah, yeah, da, da. Christmas, Christmas, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just got a yule, yeah, yeah. Christmas lady marmalade.
It's time for a good old-fashioned Christmas sing-along with Skip McCabe and the all-new Skip Around Gang!
What a crowd! Merry Christmas, everyone! What a crowd you are! Terrific! Folks, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Skip McCabe, and I've devoted my entire life to bringing back the sing-along. More than happy to. Because I feel that the sing-along is good, wholesome family fun, and isn't that just what we need in these trying times? Let us lift our hearts with song. Who's with me? Oh, terrific. I'm so glad. Well, and what better time to have a sing-along than here at Christmas time? There is no better time. Tonight, by the way, is a very important night for me because myself and the all-new Skip Around Gang recently recorded an album that you can put on at your party and have some sing-alongs, and we'd like to go on tour and promote it, and there's a booking agent in the audience tonight who can make that tour happen. I'm not going to point you out, Nancy, because you'll have every family act in the room giving you their business card. But she is here, and so it is all the more unfortunate that the rest of the all-new Skip Around Gang can't be with me tonight. They aren't here. And I think you deserve to know why. Earlier today, we piled into the Skip Around van and drove here from Northern California. I decided to take a lot of back roads through sparsely populated areas because I really didn't want to hit any traffic. And I wanted to drive slow because one of the members of the all-new Skip Around Gang is 8.5 months pregnant. Her name is Lillian. Great singer, but her real passion is watercolors, I tell you. What a talent. She gave me a seascape, and I said, Lillian, I don't know whether to put it on my wall or jump in and go for a swim. But what I did was I put it on the wall. It was a painting, but she appreciated the compliment. And her husband Derek is in the group. Great guy, a recovering cocaine addict, who his doctor tells him if he does cocaine one more time, his heart will explode, just explode in his chest. And yet he's tempted to do that cocaine all the time. That's got to be a great drug. Never had the pleasure, but it's got to be great. And the last member of the group is Lillian's little cousin, Catherine, and she is a fantastic dancer, 19 years old, dances with the Joffrey Ballet. How about that? She is just going to have a wonderful life of inspiring people with her gift of dance and her extraordinary beauty. Just extraordinary. Anyhow, that's the crew, and we were inching our way down through California, going through a very seedy part of Fresno, when unfortunately we ran over a dog. I feel strongly that the dog was already dead because it was lying in the road, and if it wasn't already dead, it must have wanted to be. But that's immaterial. The point is he was wearing a collar with big spikes on it, punctured one of our tires. Now we've got a flat tire, no jack in the car. Probably I could have called a tow truck, but folks, here at Christmas time, I feel that people are just looking for any excuse to do a good deed for folks and help out their fellow man. So I said, why don't we knock on a door and give somebody the chance to feel good about themselves this Christmas time? So I sent Lillian and Derek over to a warehouse, and as I watched them go, I thought to myself, gosh, aren't they just like Mary and Joseph in Bethlehem, wandering through a terrifying area, dependent upon the kindness of some random stranger. And they knocked on a big metal door, and it opened, and who should step out but three men, just like the three wise men. Except that one of these fellows was aiming a handgun at Derek, another one of them had a machete, and the other one, I think he had a bullwhip. But anyway, he was pushing Derek, and I jumped out and I said, gentlemen, where's your Christmas spirit? And at that point, we were all invited into the warehouse and introduced, not at all cordially, to 40 scantily clad women from the Ukraine. Folks, it appears that myself and the rest of the all-new skip-around gang were the victims of a classic misunderstanding. These gentlemen, or to be more descriptive, these sex slave owners and operators, were under the assumption that we were some sort of a undercover police operation instead of a sing-along group. And so it's not surprising that they felt the need to interrogate us rather roughly, or to set afire what they assumed was a surveillance van, but was in fact a singing group's van with a 19-year-old ballerina sleeping in the back. She managed to escape, thank goodness. Some burns on her back. She was in shock, running around screaming, had to be hit over the head with a troublingly convenient rubber mallet in one of the guy's pockets. But that was a good move because that screaming was hard to hear. As a matter of fact, folks, I can't fault these guys for much of what they did because they, as I say, they were laboring under the assumption that we were the police. So I don't mind that they stuffed a dirty sock in my mouth and pinched my nose until I nearly passed out. I don't mind that one bit. That's perfectly understandable under the circumstances, folks. I don't even mind that they felt the need to hook Lillian up to a car battery and give her powerful shocks every time she denied being an incredibly pregnant undercover police officer. But folks, where I do find fault with their behavior is when they became satisfied that we were in fact not the police. At that point, I feel it was inappropriate to make Derek and I participate in sparring matches with I believe they call them impromptu horror self-defense classes. I also feel that it was inappropriate at that point to try to induce labor on Lillian. I just wish they hadn't done it. I just feel that it was rude, and even then I wouldn't have minded it so much if it hadn't worked. Folks, Lillian gave birth to a baby boy there in that filthy warehouse, just filled with prostitutes, just like the Virgin Mary all those years ago. Folks, I have no idea why any of this was happening. It was very disturbing, and it showed no signs of stopping. What I realized I needed to do was make a bargain for my own release, because I had to get here and perform for Nancy, the booking agent. So I made them an offer that I knew that they would enjoy. I offered to sever the Achilles tendons of Catherine and blind Lillian with battery acid and lock Derek in a closet with a bag of cocaine. which was readily available for purchase on the premises. And then I offered to give them the newborn baby to be raised by 40 whores. Probably. And anyway, folks, that is why I am here right now, so who's ready for a sing-along? All right, this will be fun. We're going to sing Jingle Bells. Everybody knows it, folks. You're going to sing Dashing Through the Snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. And then, of course, we're all going to go ha, ha, ha. Bells and bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. And then we're all going to go, this whole side here, these two groups are going to go, oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Right? How does it go? Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride. And we're all going to go, and then we're all going to go in a one-horse open, and then I'm going to pick one of you to say sleigh. And it could be any one of you, so be on your toes. Here we go, folks. Dashing through the snow. You can do a lot better than that. Just think of the suffering of the all-new Skip-Around gang, please. Just think of what they went through so that I could be here tonight for this. Okay, folks? And if that doesn't power your voice, I don't know what will. In a one-horse open sleigh. In a one-horse open sleigh. Pretty good. O'er the fields we go. Not so good. What kind of a ballerina is Catherine going to be with no Achilles tendons? Not much of one. Laughing all the way. Laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. All right. Bells on bobtails ring. Bells on bobtails ring. Come on, you guys. You know Derek's heart has exploded by now. With all that cocaine in there, he's dead. Sing a little louder. Bells and bobtails ring. Making spirits bright. Making spirits bright. You guys are terrific. What fun it is to laugh and sing. What fun it is to laugh and sing. Blind people can do a lot of things, but they can't paint watercolors. That career is over. Sing a little louder. A sleighing song tonight. A sleighing song tonight. They're small, but they've got spirit. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open. That was bad. It was obvious I was pointing to her. But, folks, that was a wonderful performance. It was worth it. It was all worth it. Thank you so much. Everything I had to go through to be here was worth it. God bless you. Good night. Merry Christmas.
Oh, I was tired of Christmas. I didn't hang any stockings, I didn't light up a tree. I wrote no letters to Santa Claus, 'cause Mr. Santa Claus got nothing for me. And then I saw you here at this Arby's. I knew something special had come along. You hadn't come into the Arby's to eat. You had come inside to get warm. And I don't think you are a homeless lady. I just think that you're kind of dirty. And even if you are a homeless lady, then you are exceptionally pretty, except for your teeth, which are kind of weird. And when I look into your eyes, I get filled with Christmas spirit. There's something I'm gonna do to you, and I want the whole world to hear it. I'm gonna treat your body like it's Christmas. I'm gonna treat your body like it's Christmas. Oh, you're what's on my Christmas wish list. Gonna treat your body like it's Christmas. And I'm gonna decorate you and wrap you up in lights. All the way from your sugar plums right down to your Christmas tights. Now where are those lights I bought? The Christmas lights I bought last year. shit, I cannot find the Christmas lights. And I knew they were right here. They were either in a plastic Anawalt lumber bag or maybe in that bag Tupperware container. Or maybe they're in the box with the ornaments. Putting them in with the ornaments would be a no-brainer. Well, why would they be in the pumpkin? Oh, why would they be in the plastic pumpkin? I can't think of a good reason they would shit. That's where they were. That's exactly where they were. They were in the plastic pumpkin. I was trying to keep the Halloween stuff separate from the Christmas stuff. Now that I've found the lights, I'm going to wrap you up real nice and treat your body like it's Christmas. Gonna treat your body like it's Christmas. So I find an extension cord and plug them in, and I find that half of the Christmas lights are dead. Fuck, half of the Christmas lights are dead. Son of a bitch, half of the lights are dead. This was a brand new string of lights I got last year. Oh, it's the kind of lights that if one comes out, then they all go out. If one of these lights go out, then every Christmas light goes out. Only one went out, the whole line went out. Half of the line is out. This was a new line of Christmas lights. So look, if it's up to me, let's just skip treating your body like a Christmas tree. And let's have sex behind the RVs. Oh, let's have sex behind the RVs. If you agree with me, what a wonderful, sexy Christmas Eve. Having sex behind the RVs. And you agree, but as I get closer, I can tell, yes, you are homeless. That's a homeless person's smell. And you also are a dude. That's the really awful news. Not only are you homeless, you are a homeless dude. And that's some really awful news. You're not a lady at all, you're just a homeless dude that I was gonna wrap up in Christmas lights. You're a homeless dude for some reason. I was gonna wrap you up in Christmas lights. I have to stop drinking.
So I'm Jewish. Hold for applause. Thank you. Thank you. Toda Rabbah. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not very religious, though. I kind of feel like Judaism is a double-edged sword, you know? Because on one hand, yes, it's true. I'm going to win an Emmy. You know? At some point, I'm going to win an Emmy. Whatever, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But on the other hand, you have to remember, I'm never going to dunk a basketball. Or feel comfortable in a convertible. Or know what heaven feels like. Whatever. The worst part about being Jewish, though, is that we don't know how to have fun. Like, genetically. We just don't know. Like, our holidays are the worst. They're all bad. But the absolute number one worst is Hanukkah, obviously, because it's always compared to Christmas. How unfair is that? Do you guys know the story of Hanukkah? Well, I'll tell you. We celebrate the Maccabees, who were these Jews thousands of years ago who were locked up in the temple in Jerusalem. They couldn't get out, so they had to ration lamp oil for a week. The end. That's our holiday. That's it. Really? Really? You want to compare that to Christmas? Wait, what's Christmas again? Oh, that's right, God's birthday. It's a birthday party for Jesus. That's crazy. That's like going to Oprah's birthday party. It is, it's the same thing. Everyone gets presents just for showing up. Hey, we think you're magic. Gimme, gimme, gimme. But that's what I like about Christians. Like, Christmas is fun. Like, not only do you get presents, but you get to wear sweaters and sing songs and eat candy, and you put rum in your eggnog, and then you go outside and chop down a tree, and they're like, hey, let's put that tree in our living room. They're like, hey, that tree looks boring. Let's put popcorn and light bulbs, and hey, we're standing under a plant. That means we get to make out now. You know? And then, at the end of the night, some fat dude you don't even know breaks into your house through your chimney and eats all your milk and cookies. That's like a college party. It is. Do you guys know what you do on Hanukkah? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, you sit at a table with your family, so already, ugh, and then... No, that's not all. It gets worse, because then you have to light candles and spin a wooden top, and then you watch your grandma fall asleep eating hash browns and applesauce. It's awful. Oh, P.S., you have to do that for 8 nights in a row. That's not a holiday, that's a hate crime. A self-hate crime. The craziest thing to me was when I was like 5 years old and I found out that Christmas wasn't even the #1 holiday in Christianity. My friend was like, no, dude, it's Easter. And I was like, what's Easter? And he was like, oh, it's another birthday party for Jesus. What? How does that work? Another birthday party. He was like, no, it's more of a re-birthday party. You see, we believe that your people killed Jesus, and then 3 days later, he came back to life. And I was just all upset. I was like, what do you mean he came back? You guys have a zombie birthday party? That's a monster mash.
You better watch out. You'd better not cry.
You better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming.
Where?
To town.
He is making that list,
Is that right?
and then he is checking it twice.
He's gotta find out naughty, nice.
Santa Claus.
Coming
He's coming to town. You know what he does?
What does he do?
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Is that right? He knows when you're awake.
He knows 2 things. If you've been bad or good.
So be
you
good, for goodness sake.
Bed. You better watch out.
You better not cry. You better not pout.
Tell me why.
Santa Claus, he's coming to town.
This creep sees you when you're sleeping.
Yes, he knows when you're awake.
He knows when you have been bad or good.
I'm begging you, be good for goodness sake.
God damn it. You better watch out.
You better not cry.
You had better not pout.
I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus, he's coming.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming. Where? Santa Claus coming.
Where?
Santa Claus, he's coming to town. Look out, old Santa, he's back.
Every year I go back to Massachusetts for Christmas and I visit my family. Every year usually starts with me dreading it, thinking, what are we going to fight about this year? So my mom and I every year watch a Bing Crosby movie called Holiday Inn, which if you're not familiar with it, it's about how Bing Crosby is a successful singer, tap dancer, showbiz guy in New York City. He decides he doesn't want that life anymore. He wants to move to a farm in Connecticut and be a farmer. About 3 days of doing that, he's like, nope, I want to be back in show business. He turns the farm into an inn, calls it Holiday Inn, and you only work holidays. So he would put on elaborate shows every holiday, and people from New York would come in their furs and their top hats. It was a supper club, and they would watch the entertainment. So we're watching the movie, and I'm noticing some things that I never really had noticed as a kid. Like, for example, On the Thanksgiving holiday, Bing Crosby's by himself eating a turkey, but his black maid, this kind of heavyweight lady, and her 2 kids, they're not eating Thanksgiving dinner with him. They're just standing in the doorway staring at him, just sort of wondering what this white man is doing alone. I guess they're very concerned with his love life, not at all about the fact that they're not eating anything. And he just looks at them, and the kids ask him a question, and the black maid mom shoves them into the kitchen, and she disciplines them. And she's like, he wasn't talking to you. Is yours name's Mabel's? Because her name is Mabel. And the kids are like, no, sorry. And then they start dipping their fingers in the food, the Thanksgiving food, and she slaps their hands like, that's not for you. Now, I don't know why Bing Crosby had to have vats and vats of food for Thanksgiving when he was the only one there and wouldn't feed his black maid and her 2 kids. But that's not for me to judge. But I said to my mom, that's kind of weird. What's that stereotype? Is yours name's Mabel's? And my mom said, well, I don't think she's offended by it. I mean, she's an actress playing a part, and you're not getting cast in any movies. So I don't understand what you have to say about it. I don't think this hurt her greatly or anything. I said, I know, but it's just an image of black people that was projected. I mean, that's not great for the culture in general. Jennifer, nobody saw this movie and then walked around thinking that black people add an S to everything. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe I am being too sensitive. Maybe it's fun. Maybe it's definitely more fun than having a non-black maid who just says things like, more gravy, sir. I mean, that wouldn't be that fun, but whatever. So we keep watching it, and then, the Abraham Lincoln's birthday is coming up. It's February at the Inn. Bing Crosby's putting on a big show to celebrate it, and his girlfriend is in the show. But he has this weird love triangle going on with Fred Astaire, and he doesn't want his girlfriend to look good in front of him. So he says to her, how about tonight we go in blackface? And he starts painting his girlfriend's face with blackface. I think it's coal, and he's using some kind of cork to rub it all over her face. And she just looks at herself in the mirror as she's becoming black and says, I look terrible in this stuff. For a month, I thought I was going to look pretty tonight. I guess that's what I get for thinking so well of myself. Which I thought was just an awkward thing to say. Here I am thinking I'm pretty, and now I'm black. That's the curse I get for thinking I might look good. You could still look good and be black. I mean, I don't think she was saying I don't look good in black face. I mean, she was, but I feel like she was more saying who looks good with black skin. Maybe not. It's for me to read into. So I'm watching it, and then the song starts up, and there comes Bing Crosby with the blackface. Now, if you forget about blackface, they also add big white lips and big white eyes. So he comes out, and he's like, and he's singing his song about how Abraham freed the slaves, and all the white people are so happy because Abraham freed the slaves, which technically he didn't, but I'm not going to get into that here. So he's singing, and my mom's like, I love this number. And I said, but I never realized how racist this movie was all the years we grew up watching it. And my mom just looked at me and went, what's racist? And I said, the blackface. Everybody's in blackface. And there aren't even any black people in this scene that have any lines. They're all in the band in the background. Oh, Jennifer, your generation is so overly sensitive. You can't even enjoy anything. You majored in theater in college. You would think you would know your history. It's called being in a minstrel show. I know, but Mom, by the time this movie came out, that scene was dead. No, not Jennifer, no. Your grandfather, my father, when he wasn't being a volunteer fireman, he also was in a minstrel a cappella group. That's where you got your theatrics from, okay? So that's actually in your blood. Jennifer, black people didn't want to be in the movies back then. We don't know why. So we put on blackface to help them. People wore blackface to show the world. These are the people with the talent. These are the people that can dance and that can sing and are wonderful entertainers. But if they're not going to come in the movies and do this, we will do it for them. So Jennifer, you have it all wrong. Blackface is not racist. It's a celebration. Blackface means we like you, and this is what you look like. So with that, I kept my mouth shut so that I could have a wonderful Christmas with my family. And although my mom isn't racist, I still hold to the fact that blackface is. Merry Christmas, everybody.
feels really good to sing in Hollywood. My name is Brody Stevens, StephenBrodyStevens.com, Facebook, Twitter. You can add me as a friend. I've got time on my hands to the end, hanging out in the valley of the village. I was born in the valley, bred in Tarzana. I went to Reseda High School and then college in Arizona. After the earthquake, I had to get out of town. So I went to Seattle, Washington, and found my crown. I was in an apartment building with Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, and 2 months alive with Cobain. But I took the stage at a Red Robin, and I sold t-shirts for the NBA. Supersonics, they moved to Oklahoma City. It felt good to get out of there. I went to the big town, New York City, where I was a tour guide at Radio Music Hall. I said city twice wouldn't be a good joke. I found my voice, I made people laugh. The school kids from Virginia and that. I felt I needed to get back home. So the year 2000 came, and I went back to LA, and I became the #1 audience warm-up guy. I've worked at Fox and Comedy Central, the Man Show, passing out candy. Yes! You know, Christmas is a time to celebrate. You know, I'm Hebrew Christian. I celebrate all the days. I celebrate Easter. I celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate opening day to spring training. You got it. Florida, Arizona. Yes! I went to college in Arizona. I got my degree 2.52. I'm a communications major, and that's what I do. I've done shows with Martina McBride. I sat on the side and watched her. That's what I did. Oh, yeah. Christmas, yes. Hanukkah, yes. Kwanzaa, yes. Ramadan, yes. Cholo. Why did I say a racist term? What is a Latino Christmas? I guess it is Feliz Navidad. It's appropriate I end on that because I'm from LA. I grew up down the street from Elvira Street. I sat on my feet and had a treat. It came from Taco Bell right down the block from there. That's what I did on Elvira Street. It was a field trip sponsored by the LA Unified School District. Then we went to the Coliseum, then saw a museum. That's what we did. Yes, enjoy it.